Hello, ladies and gents. Romie Reviews here. Please like, comment, subscribe. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. What season is this? Season 5, Episode 4, the D word. Divorce. Divorce. I know you have to clarify when it comes to this show. So it starts off with Tia Marie. She's shooting a music video for her new song. Vacation. I'm gonna take you on a vacation. Anyway. So the song's called Vacation, and Akbar, her boyfriend, he has a production company as well, so he's the one shooting the video, and they have this slight quarrel because she wants to go to this industry party hosted by Nikki Baby. He talks about how, wait a minute, how is it that Nikki Baby has all of these connections? And I'm thinking, because she's a socialite, and that's what socialites do. They make connections. That's how they make money. Like, where is this really going? I understand what he's saying, and it makes sense about, because at one point she was like, oh, I didn't drink at that party. He was like, that party? What did you, she said, no, I didn't drink at all, period. But she's concerned, and he is right to be concerned, but we don't know if it's because he's more so controlling or if it's really just out of concern, because he can be a good guy, but it doesn't help when you're kind of the person in the background, but then you want to take off your shirt and be in the music video with your girlfriend, even though they had the model there. Anywho, Donatella. So Miss Donatella is here. And I actually like her as an addition onto the show. She fits in very nicely. And she says, I had an issue with this lady because we were on the same side due to the artist that I was supporting. At that time, she was supporting, Hazel Lee. But now that's over. And she has her own radio show. I said, okay. And she has this rapper that she was promoting. But most importantly, Lyrica was there. Baby Lyrica and Mama Lyrica were there. And Lyrica apologizes first for acting a plumb fool. When the last time she was around Donatella, she accepted the apology, great. But Mama Lyrica was there to take over. She had to take over Spirit because she has a new song. What goes around comes back around. And now one's for that bit. K. Michelle. I said, this is some foolishness, this is some mess, and I love it. This is some stupidity. Oh, and of course we have to go into the details of K. Michelle going and lying on her baby, and how K. Michelle is being messy, and I'm looking at Mama Lyrica like, so now you have a new EP? Now you're, piggybacking off of your daughter. But now I do understand why Mama Lyrica got upset when Lyrica was trying to say, Mama, why would you go? Because then Mama Lyrica talked about how she went there to confront K. Michelle. Mama, why would you go and do that? Because you went and told your mother about this just so that she can go and take care of your problem. Why are we acting like that's not what really happened? That's the real problem. That is the real problem in all of this. You go and you cried and you boo-hoo to your mama, and now she went and she tried to do something about it, and you're going to get mad at her? Okay. Fizz gets an expected, but we're going to pretend like unexpected visit from, what's her name? KD? Moniece's girlfriend. What is that woman's name? KD? Close enough. And KD has to find out that, wait a minute, why is Tiffany coming down the stairs in a negligee? So now we know that Tiffany has been dating Fizz, which makes us wonder, is this to get back at Moniece? AD's pissed because Tiffany was her friend, but then Tiffany tried to set her up and to ruin her relationship with Moniece, and she doesn't understand why. I said because she loves you, and not in a sexual way, you can be cool with everyone else except for that one, because I never see you anymore, because then it's the same old story. So then they have a slight argument, and Katie leaves. I'm thinking, good. Ray J is fiddling around with the baby stuff, like a baby bouncer or baby exercise thing. talking to Princess, she finds out that Ray J's in the middle of some mess between their actual friends, A1 and Lyrica, so then she tells him, we're actually friends with them. We actually like them. What are you doing? You're being messy. Why would you go and get this information that Safari told you about actually sleeping with her? No, be quiet for once. Can you do that, please? And he said, if you stay home, I'll be quiet. He didn't say that, but I feel like that's what he was saying without saying. Stay home and don't endanger the baby yourself anymore. Fine, I'll do that. Oh. Brooke is at the clinic where she's going to go and get the biopsy. Of course, Marcus is there to support her, and that's that. Solo Lucci is being his best, no, not his best self, being his most irresponsible self. Apparently, he spent $20,000 on this new party, and I think this is the hotel party where there was a lot going on, and Lyrica thought that A1 was cheating on her, when in reality, it was him just being at this gross LA nasty hoish party where the girls, they looked good, but it's not a good look for them to be doing that. I understand it was staged, but it was a mess. It was a mess. It looked nasty. A1 looked like he was standing up. It looked like he didn't want... Everyone else was basically on the floor or doing something else. He was standing up because, like, I'm not being part of all this. But A1 has a lot going on. He has a lot going on with his own personal relationship. Solo Lucci is just like, what's going on? So that's when A1 tells him that K. Michelle said that, and K. Michelle doesn't lie. She said that Safari and my girl were messing around. Apparently, there was a part 2 to the party where it actually looked clean and nice outside. I'm thinking, so it looks nasty and rank inside, but outside it looks nice and decent. So this is supposed to be the industry party that Tierra Marie shows up to with Nikki Baby. Paris is there, and Paris is like, oh, hey, you look good. You looked refreshed. You look renewed. She said, well, I'm in, my music's coming out. I'm in a new relationship. The story of Tierra Marie's life on this show. Every single season. Every time. So then we see La Brittany. And I've heard La Brittany before. La Brittany is a real artist. I don't remember if she's from Detroit or Chicago. She's from one of those. Detroit! I sing, I rap, I do it all. Okay. But she's there really... Look, when La Brittany talks about how, oh my God, Tia Marie, I love you and respect you. I've been looking up to you for years in this music industry and everything that you've done. I really respect it. And I'm thinking, wait a minute. What are you talking about? You're probably only a couple of years younger than her. And all of the things that she's done. Okay. But she's going to go in there because she needs to go and schmooze with A1 because she has an associate that knows A1. So this could be a good look for her. So while she's there, she's actually talking to this woman. And so Lucci's like, oh no, she's the real deal. She ain't some hoe, some skank out here. She's really doing things out here, making some moves. Here we go seeing Akbar walk through the party and he's so out of place there. It's just like, what? So then he rolls up on Tierra and he starts going at Nikki Baby because he's telling Nikki Baby, wait a minute, why you have her here? There's alcohol, people on drugs. It's supposed to be an industry party. Like, what are you doing? Nikki Baby's looking at him like, wait a minute, I'm actually her friend. I'm actually been the one of the people here supporting her for real. So how are you gonna come at me like this? Why are you gonna me doing this, doing that? Tierra is trying to tell, I'm not drinking, I'm not on drugs, I'm not acting a fool. He's like, look, we have to go, we have to get out of here. Paris is like, oh, wait a minute. This is some controlling mess. Tierra, you good? She said, no, it's fine. I'll just leave with him. It's all good. Nikki Baby's over because she's trying to figure out why would Tierra get herself again in a controlled relationship? I'm tired of this type of mess. She's just replacing one substance for another. Bingo! Yahtzee! Because then inside, in a quiet area, Tierra's talking to Akbar. And Akbar, his concerns are valid. That's the thing I want to make clear. His concerns are valid. What he's saying is true. It is true. but it's the way how it's being done. That's the only issue. Now we see Moniece, and she looks so good in the confessional. She does. And Moniece is very attractive. She's just crazy. She is. That's the problem. Damn it. Well, anyway, she's with her husband. That's the phrase that's around nowadays. Gay best husband. Sir Ray? What's the man's name? It's something Ray. Mr. Ray? I think it's Mr. Ray. Close enough. And AD comes up. Everything is cool until AD talks about how Tiffany is dating Fizz. And that pisses off Moniece because Moniece is trying to figure out, why would they do that? Why would he do that? Why would he go and disrespect me again? And he never really has my back. So while Fizz is on a hibachi date with Tiffany, Tiffany sees on her phone that Moniece is going at her, and it's just too much. And it feels like a setup. It feels like a setup. Moniece is going to have a conversation with him. Now we get to the main crux. Marcus is with his girl presumably being Stassi, or no, what is it, Stasia? She's in the hotel room, and she's like, oh my God, thank you for everything that you've done for me. Thank you for everything that you've done for him. What? I mean, that he's done for you. What? He has you in a hotel room. Okay. All right. But then that's when she puts it out there. So how'd you feel if I was pregnant? Excuse me? How would I feel if you... And he's thrown off. He's trying to go into the bathroom to get some privacy because he's trying to figure out why is this coming out now? She said, look, I missed a period and I'm late, so I don't know. I'm thinking you two have been having unprotected sex, and that's it, unprotected sex, whether lack of birth control or what's the thing? Because then he goes and talks about how, wait, you told me you didn't want to have kids, and so I thought that, so what's going on? And she said, well, if I'm pregnant, that would mean I'd be having a kid because I'm not getting rid of it. So what's the problem? I'm thinking men, protection. It is not a guarantee, but it's a safety net. You need a safety net in life. Don't ever go out here without a safety net in life. So now apparently we're in their home, Lyrica and A1's house. And here I am looking at this saying it is possible that it's their home, but it also looks like it could have been rented out because it's just so empty. Or at least the areas that they're at, it's lightly furnished. And I get that's kind of the LA way to a certain degree, but still. Anywho, so Lyrica's home because she realized, why would I leave my own home? That doesn't make sense. I said, you're right, it doesn't. She's there. She's pissed at A1 because this is where he was at the, he was in the hotel room, and there's video online of girls being ate out at the hotel. And she's like, oh, so this is what we're doing? He's like, no. And this is where we get a nasty argument. This is where we get the mess about, oh, so you're sleeping with this person? You're sleeping around me? Oh, you're fake. You're fake. You're sleeping in Safari. No, I'm not sleeping in Safari. Oh, but we're talking about fake, right? Your hair's fake. She's like, yeah, this is a wig. Your boobs are fake. She's like, yeah, I got these done. Yeah, butt's fake. No, that's all me. I was like, yes, your attitude's nasty. You saw the 30 million streams worldwide for Lyrica's, I guess, album or her discography. I said 30 million. How did that? Okay. Anywho, she talks about A1's dreads are fake. The tummy tuck. His jewelry is fake. He said, well, if my jewelry is fake, then I guess the stuff that I gave you is fake. Well, if it is, like, yeah, I guess it is fake. And then he was like, you a bum. And then, I mean, it just got really nasty to the point where he says, you know what? That's it. Because it was confusing. She's talked about signing papers as in a divorce. And then he said, no, I guess we are really getting a divorce then. And then that's when she got really upset. But I was a little confused because I'm thinking, so were you two planning on getting a divorce, but then you were trying to hold out, and now this has pushed you over the edge? Or it just didn't make sense to me. It just didn't make sense to me. So now Marcus goes to Brooke's house because Brooke had an emergency. Her emergency is that she's doing well. I said, Brooke, we need to stop playing around because this is not funny. Brooke wants to be married to Marcus, but Marcus has a whole other woman in a whole other relationship, and she's just not accepting that, and it's getting annoying, frankly. So then we see that Moniece feels certain, has a meet up with AD, Fizz, and Tiffany. Moniece acknowledges her issue isn't with Tiffany. It really isn't. It's with Fizz. She feels like Fizz never has her back, and she's tired of it. But she wants to make it clear that Tiffany has done stuff to her, but she doesn't feel like she's done anything to Tiffany to warrant that. I'm thinking, Moniece, we know you can be slick at the mouth, but I remember Tiffany being really messy, and things take a left because, like I said, Moniece was really upset with Fizz, but now that Tiffany wants some smoke, the smoke's being directed to her. Moniece just keeps saying, you never have my back, and I keep saying that's a lie. He does. Just because he's not riding for you the way that you want him to ride for you doesn't mean that he does not ever have your back. You constantly have different qualms and fights, and he doesn't need to jump into every single one of them, because that's what you're really trying to say. And it's annoying, and it's tiring, and it's draining. Lord, I'm tired for him. But then Tiffany wants smoke, talking about, oh, Moniece, you lie, you a hoe, you do this, you do that, you're not really a lesbian. Oh. So then Tiffany lunges at Moniece because apparently Tiffany has a sex tape, and Moniece is saying, well, worry about your son seeing a sex tape. And that'll end it. That'll end the conversation right there. So that's it. New episode of Love and Hip Hop comes on tonight, right before the VMAs, so stay